What's up, everybody? This is Murdic 3K, and today we are bringing you a video that I've been really excited about for quite some time. This is a chasing LED light strip. There'll be a link in the description below on where you can get this from Amazon. Had mixed reviews. We're making bad choices, so you don't have to, but hopefully we come out on the positive end because I really want this to work. This is a chasing light strip powered by Magic Home, and let's see what we got. This is exactly how it came. It was very loosely packaged in a box. So what we have here are some instructions on how to connect. We will go over that a bit later. A little card here, the Magic Home card, and what we'll do with that is basically you'll get the instructions if you need additional instructions, and you can download the Magic Home Pro app as well. I already have it because I have some Magic Home powered stuff. We have the Wi-Fi controller, and this is a bit different because it is a chasing light strip, so this is different from your usual Wi-Fi controller. This should work with Alexa and Google Home. I rock the Google Home, and I will remember when doing the testing to say to mute the Google part. This is the power source here. It comes with two strips, that's why it has the two power things, the way you wire this thing up. This is the power cord. Some little attaching mounts. Some extra adhesive foam tape. Let's fix that focus issue. There we go. The strips themselves, two rolls. It's roughly just over 32 feet. This looks confusing, but I think we can figure it out. And this doohickey, and again we will look in the instructions and figure out what this is all about. Oh, we have some more mounting things, and it's like a mounting adhesive foam thing. So whatever we're gonna do with that, I don't know. So that's everything that's in the box. Give me a few moments. We're gonna figure this all out, and I'm gonna tell you what I have found. So what we have now, I've looked over the instructions, and it looks intimidating, but I think we can handle it. On the back side, it tells you how to hook up more than two kits. You can hook up. Now, it looks like every two strips needs a power supply, but you only need one Wi-Fi controller for up to 40 rolls. So each one of these things is a roll. So one Wi-Fi controller can support up to 40 rolls. So that's pretty impressive. So if you have something going on like a business outside or a big storefront window that you want to line these things with, 40 rolls is a lot, but you can do up to 40. So, and it has a wiring diagram how to do that. But for our purposes, we have two rolls, which is, they call one kit. Two rolls is a kit with all this stuff. So we have one kit, and you can do either a parallel or a mirroring thing where the lights mirror each other side by side, or you can do just one continuous loop where it just chases the whole strip from beginning to end without the mirroring. It just makes it one continuous strip as opposed to the two mirroring. And we're gonna, for the purposes of this video, I think we're gonna give it a shot in doing both. I already have Magic Home installed, and I'll put a link to the video on how you get all that set up. Magic Home, and I'm going to tell you from my experience, is a little tricky. It can be iffy. It can be glitchy at times, the Magic Home products, and it often is not easy to set up, but you can definitely do it, and it is compatible with Google Home. But it can be iffy at times. I know people that have commented in my other videos have had difficulty with setting up Magic Home, but we're going to go ahead and give it a shot anyway. We're going to go ahead and get this basically set up, and we're gonna do it right here. So I'm gonna clear out my little workspace, and then we're basically gonna wire them right in front of you. We have everything laid out in front of us now, but when I was getting this set up and we were doing a test run, I've come across a snag. This is the 2-to-1 or 1-to-2 signal splitter or signal connector, and the problem that I found is that this appears to be defective. I've contacted the company, and they were prompt in their response, and they will be sending me 2 of these so I can work with them. We won't be able to do the parallel / mirroring mode because this piece is essential, required for the parallel mirroring mode. So we're going to go on to wiring diagram number 2, which is the series supply, which is basically, it simply put, it just basically loops. So if I put a chase in, the lights are chasing, it's going to chase all the way from one and then continue the chase on the other strip if you're going to connect both of them, or however many you're connecting. This one you could honestly use just one strip because 32 feet might be a lot of strip for a lot of people. Usually if you're doing, especially like a computer desk project, 16 feet is more than enough. These are cuttable, by the way. You can definitely cut them. It has cut points. So let's go right into hooking this up. So our power supply is indeed plugged up, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our DC power splitter and plug it into the power brick like so. Simple. The next thing we're going to do is take the Magic Home Wi-Fi controller and plug it into one of the splits like so. Simple. The next thing after that we're going to do is take the other end of the Magic Home Wi-Fi controller. This is the female end. It has the female end. You're going to find a male end of the controller and hook it up like so. And you see we have light going on. That's why the video is dark. I darkened the exposure so you can see these lights a little bit better without the blur. The next thing we're going to do is on the other strip, which is the one with the female connector, you're going to take the other part of the DC power split and plug it into that like so. Now you're going to get your only other connection in on the illuminated strip, which is the female connector. You're going to find the male connector on the non-illuminated strip and plug it in like so. Both of them are illuminated. Now we are ready to go to our mobile device. I'm using Android. I think I mentioned that earlier in the video. You're going to go into settings, network and Wi-Fi or internet. I'm going to tap Wi-Fi, and what I'm going to be looking for, and I do not see it, is there it is. Sometimes it just takes a little while because we just plugged it in, is the LED net, and yours will have some other number designation and letters. That's what you're going to look for. I'm going to tap that. It says no internet access, and that's fine. Excuse the feedback. It's coming from the device when it's doing all this connecting. And then you're going to wait until you get this notification. Wi-Fi has no access. Yours might not say exactly that, but it's going to be something equivalent. I'm going to tap for options, and I want to stay connected. We're going to back out of that, or you can just go home. And now we're going to go to our Magic Home Plus or Pro app. There's 2 Magic Home apps. There's the Magic Home and Magic Home Pro. This one requires the Magic Home Pro, and there will be a QR code in the description, or you can just search for it in the Apple Store or the Google Play Store. So we're going to go to our home. You're going to go to the home of that, and you're going to see LED net 982E46. You won't see the numbers and letters. You'll just say LED net, and it'll be whatever your device is. You're going to long press it says controller and whatever that number is. You're going to long press that. It's going to say change LED. It's going to say a lot of things. You're going to select change LED strip type. So here's what it will say initially. The first thing we're going to do, since we are doing wiring diagram number 2, even if you're just using one of the strips, which by the way, after you connected that first one, if you're just going to use that, you're done. You don't even have to fool with the other part if you just want to use the 16 feet. What you're going to do is you're going to enter in 100. Then your wiring and sorting type is going to be GBR, not GE, not GRB. Just flip it up. There you go. Your type of IC is going to be WS2811, and that's what you got. So as soon as everything is like it's supposed to be, you hit confirm, and then there you have this pretty little combination of things going on right here. We're not done yet though. So now we're going to go hit the three little bars in the top left of our screen. We're going to hit where it says, you'll say either your device isn't connected or it's going to say whatever. I'm going to hit that. And it says this device does not have internet access. Please connect your phone to the home Wi-Fi network. I'm going to hit OK. So my home Wi-Fi network, I'm using the Murdic 2 because that's my 2.4 gigahertz connection. These devices generally don't work on the 5 gigahertz connection. If you don't know how to find your 2.4 gigahertz on your modem, Google it, and you can. It usually, every modem usually has a way to find the 2.4 gigahertz frequency. It's different for every device, so you might want to Google that for your particular modem. Click that. Excuse the feedback again. And then you're going to hit your back button, not the in-app back button, but the device back button to take you back here. So now it says turn on the lights and select from the list below. These lights are already on. We never turned them off. So we're going to go ahead and select it. And it's going to connect to these devices. And it's going to do a reset mode. You'll see it'll turn green in a little bit. And this could take up to a minute or a couple minutes even. So you just be patient and let it happen. If at a point you ever have trouble and you need to maybe reset it, you go ahead and what you do, you take the power from the Wi-Fi adapter and rapidly plug it and unplug it. You do that within 10 times within 10 seconds or so, or you do it until you get either it turns back to white or it starts flashing. On our device, it gives us some instructions, and so read that carefully. And so we're going to say, take me there. We're going to go back to our device, the LED net. Click on that. It says connected. Now we're going to wait until we get that prompt again to keep us connected. Tap for options. Yes. And we're going to hit the device back button, not the in-app one. Now it says connect to Wi-Fi, to our device to Wi-Fi, and we're going to use our 2.4 gigahertz. Put in your password and then confirm. Connecting to the lights again, and you're going to get that green again. Now it's just letting you know it's resetting. Now, if you're not going to be using a Google Home or an Alexa, you're done. If you're not going to be using that, you'll be able to control this from your phone. And there you go. But we're going to go a little step further now to show you what you need to do to connect this to your Google Home or Alexa. I'm using Google Home. I don't have an Alexa device. So we're going to hit Open Wi-Fi Settings. And we're going to make sure we're back on Murdic 2 because I'm close to the modem and it usually latches right onto that that 5 gigahertz unless I manually switch it back. You want to make sure, and the reason that's important, you're going to be on the same frequency as your lights, or you won't be able to control them. So we're connected. Hit the device back button. It's going to connect to those lights again. It's going a lot faster this time, and you can call it whatever you want to. I'm going to call this chasing. And done. All right. So before we exit out of this, what we're going to do, I'm going to go to those 3 bars in the top left, go to Device Manager. I'm going to find the chasing. I'm going to hit Remote Settings. And then I'm going to make sure that that checkbox is checked, and where it says account linked online and you want to enable remote settings, and it is checked. So we're going to go back out, and we are now going to go to our Google Home app. So we see the things on our Google Home. We're going to scroll down. Let's see here. And it's not picked up yet. So we're going to just refresh. And sometimes it doesn't pick up right away. So let's hit add and see what happens. We'll say set up a device. And it's like set up new device in our home. We'll tap that. It's Murdic Home. That's what I've called it. And again, I've already have a lot of this set up. I'm just going through the process. If you need specific from the start instructions, it lays it out perfectly in the instructions in the device. You scan a QR code and it gives you some great instructions. So it's not uncommon for it to tell me that it's not picking it up. But what will happen after this, when I go back, see it's saying check for smart light. So it's like making sure that things are, I don't want to do it. I'm going to say not now. I'm going to go back. Go back. Now as I go down, let's see here. We're going to look for chasing. I'm going to refresh. And sometimes it just takes a little while for it to pop up. Den, TV lights. Oh, there it is. Linked to you. So not in home. So there's chasing right there. It was probably right there the whole time and I just didn't see it. So I'm going to hit the chasing light. I'm going to go add a room. Murdic Home. Next. Move device. And then I'm going to pick where I want it. For right now, I'm going to say den. And I might move it later. It's easy to do. Next. Device was moved. Very good. So now the thing is, with the Google Home app, you can't really necessarily adjust the chase settings unless you have it preset and you just turn it on and it starts chasing. But you can change the colors from your Google Home. So right now I'm going to hit the color. And let's say I want it to be, it's green already. Let's say we want it red. I hit the red button. Orange red. That's what that is. It doesn't look like orange red, but it says orange red. Let's go to bright red, dark red, crimson, which it doesn't look like it's quite crimson, but orange red, tomato, let's see, pumpkin, or just regular red, vermilion, I don't know. So it doesn't necessarily pair with these colors too well, but again, it's limited because it's just mixing those colors together, but it is what it is. So now we have it linked up to Google Home. That way you can say your command and you can. All right, so enough of that. Now we're going to go back to our Magic Home app and we're going to look at some of these settings. So we're going to go back. We're going to go to chasing. We're going to just tap it, not long tap or anything. Now we're going to go to functions. We want to see some of these chasing things, right? Because this is what we've been looking for. One of the things that I think has been missing from the inexpensive LEDs is the ability to chase. LEDs in general. Well, these, you can have the chasing lights. It's a very neat effect. Let's stop talking about it and get into it. So, ready? And there it goes. So, it's starting, and you can even increase the speed. There you go with that. Let's go full speed. Look at that. It's trippy. So, and it has, of course, a chasing effect when you have these laid out, and you can see what it's looking like. So what it would do, the chase would go all the way around. It would follow the whole strip as it is, as the wiring is set up right now. Let's look at a few more. Look at that. Let's see this one. All right. And again, it's very bright, by the way. A lot of people are like, how bright is it? I just have the exposure turned down so it's not glaring out the view. It's very bright. Oh, look at that. Mess around with some other things. Check that out. man, it's a lot of them. Again, it's over 200 and some odd of them. 200 and let's see, let me go to the bottom. So it's 300. So it's 300 different options you can go with. And they all do something differently. It's like color changing gradually, 7 color changes. Look at that. Just a whole bunch of stuff. So there it is. This product is available on Amazon. There will be a link in the description below. Again, despite the reviews and despite our little setback of this thing not being operational, hopefully the company will make it right. Now, if we do a follow-up, I'll let you know how that goes. Far as this mode is looking, it looks like these strips work and the Wi-Fi connector works. We just have to get this little piece going. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to plug this in, where I'm going to best apply it. And yeah, it'll be interesting. Well, guys, thank you as always for watching. I hope you have found this interesting. If you have, do me a solid. Drop a like and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. Keep on watching and live the dream.